Hi friends, this is a plant lover Neil and you are watching Plants My Love. In today's video, I'll show you how to make a net from plastic rope for your gardening purposes. I'll be using this net to protect my terrace garden from monkeys and birds. You can use this net as a climbing support as trellis, or you can use it for hanging pots, or you can use it for any other purpose other than gardening also. So this will be multi-purpose net. You can customize the dimension depending on your requirement. So I'll be showing you how to make this. The material that you'll need for this is the plastic rope. As you can see over here, this is the rope I'm using. It is around 3 mm thick rope. You can use a thinner rope. 2 mm rope will also work fine. So this is basically, you should use a UV protected rope if you will be using it for outdoor uses, that is for gardening use. If you will not use a UV protected one, then it will become brittle when it's exposed to direct sun throughout the year. So after 1 year it might start to break apart. But you can buy this rope online. I'll provide the links down in the video description so you can check that out. So the first thing that you will need apart from the rope will be a place where you can hang this entire thing vertically while you are tying the knots for the net. So I have used my curtain support for doing this. You can use any external support. You can do it in your veranda or in the outside by using two lines. And after doing that, you simply have to tie one thread firmly to both the ends. This top portion will become your, what you say, length of the net, and the bottom portion will become the height of the net. Now regarding the dimensions of the net, the length of the net will be equal to the length that you will be cutting for this top string, but the height will decrease by 20% of the vertical string that you will be cutting for the net making. This happens because what we will be doing, will be tying a knot, and the knot will take a form of a triangle. This triangle is a equilateral triangle. Ideally it has to be equilateral triangle, but you can roughly eyeball it. It's not particular that you make it exactly equal all these three sides. But if it is an equilateral triangle, then the height of this will be equal to square root of 3 divided by 2 of the side. That comes about 0.83 of the side length, or this side length. So if you add them up, it will come to about 20% less than the actual length of this thread, because we are creating that angle. So anyway, so if you want to make a rough calculation, what I have done, I will be making a net. The length is around 210 meters and the height will be around 150 meters. So for the length of the net, I have taken a string length of 210 meters, but for the height I have taken 190 meters. That is 20% larger than what is required. Okay, so the first thing is, after tying this, the second step is to create these loops. So basically what you have to do is take the measurement, and in my case I'll be cutting around, as mentioned, 190 meters of these vertical strings. So I have cut my couple of strings already. This is my reference string using which I'll be measuring the other cuttings. So I have used this, and what you have to do now, so take this string, the vertical strings that we will be adding, and you have to measure around, depending on your length. I'll be measuring, this has to be in total, that is both the ends, that is the both sides in addition, has to be 190 meters. So I've already cut my first string and I'm using this reference string. So you simply loop it around this horizontal string like this, and let it you can measure it based on the first cut string. So I'll be doing that. This is my already measured string over here. It is, yeah, this. Okay, so now this has to be cut in the same length like this. So here you can cut it. So you can use a wire stripper. It can be cut easily using a wire stripper. That's it. Okay, so now next thing is to knot this out. So first remove this now from here completely, then take this string, and I'll show you from close like this. Put the string behind the horizontal string, and then bend it like this, and then you have to make sure this loop comes out from this loop over here like this, completely remove it like that. So you'll get this kind of knot. If you pull it, then it will get tight on its own. Now it's not fully tight, you can simply move it quite easily. We'll position it later on when we are making the measurement for the distances. So now you can simply move it to other place like this. So now this distance, this gap is depending on what your requirement is. If you want to grow just plants on it, like trellising plants, then you can keep it a bigger distance depending on which plant you're going. If you're going like bottle gourd, a bigger plant, then you can keep the distance bigger. Since I'll be using this for protecting my terrace garden from monkeys, I'll be making a bit smaller. I'll be reducing the distance of the two strands. So this will basically reduce the distance between the diamond shaped loops. So this basically the triangle edges are defined by this gap. So like this you have to make. I'll now complete the entire looping process, and then we'll come back. Okay friends, we have made all the vertical chords, and you can see this is how it looks. I've kept around, you can imagine, a distance equal to my palm. So if you measure this, 1 second, where's the tape? Yeah, approximately 15 centimeter distance I have made. 15 to, yeah, some 15 centimeter, you can imagine. Okay, so now the issue, as I mentioned before, was this is moving. So to prevent that from happening, what you have to do is simply take this cord, go on top of the string, come down, and then from this loop that is being created, remove it like that. So this is one side, and pull it, tighten it up. Similarly over here, go on top, come from the back, take it out from the loop that is being created like this, and then tighten it up. It will still move a bit, but it will not move that freely as it was before. Make sure to pull it quite firmly so that this knot is placed properly. I'll show you once again. Go on top of the string, come down from the loop that is being created, take the rest of the string out like this, pull it firmly. Similarly over here, go on top, come down, pull the rest of the string out from the, and firmly tighten it up. The same thing I'll do for the remaining knots. I've already done the thing over here. You can see all these have got these double knots to protect it from moving. So all these I'll do, and now before that I'll show you the main knot, that is the diamond knot that will be giving the pattern of this net. So basically you have to aim to make it equilateral triangle. So this is around 15 centimeters. You have to make sure you're taking 15 centimeters from both the edges, and this end you have to leave for the first row, and the second row you'll then join it like this. Over here it will be something like this. So for the first row, to make this knot, you simply take this, and 1 second, take your two fingers over here, roll the wire across your two fingers, and then through your this loop like that. This is knot created. So like this is your first diamond knot. So you can see it's approximately the same. So it's a equilateral triangle. Similarly you have to do for this. Take this, make sure you are taking it slightly bit upper, then loop it through your two fingers like this, and then simply through this loop draw the remaining thread out. Make sure the height of both these knots are almost same. It will not be perfectly equal, but eyeball it, just approximately it should be equal. One more I will show you. Create a loop, you have two finger. Once you practice it, then it will become easier. This is the first time I am doing, so I'm a bit clumsy over here, but as I practice it, it will become better. Yeah, I forgot to take this out. No problem. There you go. So I'll complete this complete thing. So in the second row I'll show you. Second row we have to join. This is again this length, and this length should be the same approximately to make it. So the same knot, loop it, remove the wire. This is how. This is the second row. It will look a bit tedious when I am showing you in the camera, but as you get an idea of it, then it will become automatic almost. So that way I'll complete the entire net from top to bottom, and then I'll reverse this thing. I'll show you while reversing it. So basically the same thing that we did from the top, we'll take another wire and then we'll join the ends with this wire. Okay, so I'll see you soon. Okay friends, so this is the final net that I have made. You can see how beautiful it looks. It's as good as a brand new factory made net. You can see the design. It's not, obviously it's not perfect, because when I went over there the knot started to become misaligned, so that means that there was some mistake, while little bit of error was there while making the knots, but that is expected. But it will serve the purpose quite well. Through this no monkey can come. So now what we have to do is we have to make the same thing. The horizontal string that we have put here at the top, we have to put that same thing over at the bottom. So for doing that we have to reverse it. So I'll untie it and reverse this entire thing. Okay, by the way, it took around an hour to make this. You can expect that much time it will require. Okay, I'll again measure around 210 meters. We just have to reverse it. So this was the initial side here. So we'll make the first knot here like this. This we will tie over here like this. You can see this is just a normal knot. First one, similarly over here. Make sure the distance is correct. See over here. So that is how you have to complete this thing. I hope friends you like this video. If yes, smack that like button. Share this video with the friends and family whom you think could benefit from it. Thanks for watching friends. See you later. Bye.